All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. What to do if you've already been scammed. First, take a deep breath. You're not alone, you're not stupid, and you're definitely not the first person this has happened to. Remember those $12.5 billion in losses that I mentioned at the beginning? That's a lot of company to keep. Getting scammed doesn't make you gullible, it makes you human. These criminals are professionals. They've spent years perfecting their techniques, studying psychology, and figuring out exactly which buttons to push to make smart people do things they normally wouldn't do. You didn't lose an intelligence contest. You just lost to people who have a full-time job lying to people like you. But now it's time to fight back, and speed is your friend here. The faster you act, the better your chances of minimizing the damage or maybe even getting some of your money back. Step 1. Stop all contact with the scammer immediately. Block their numbers, delete their emails, unfriend them on social media. I don't care if they're calling you crying and begging for one more chance to fix everything. They're not trying to help you. They're trying to scam you again. It's like giving a pickpocket directions to your house. Step 2. Figure out how you paid them because your next steps depend entirely on this. If you paid with a credit card, call your credit card company immediately and dispute the charges. Credit cards have the best fraud protection in the business. They're like the financial bodyguards who actually know how to fight. If you used a debit card, call your bank right now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until you get home from work. Call them immediately. Debit card protections aren't as strong as credit cards, but banks can sometimes help, especially if you catch it quickly. If you send gift cards, call the gift card company immediately using the phone number on the card or the number on their official website. Some companies are getting better at helping scam victims, especially if you still have the physical cards and the receipts. It's like returning merchandise, except the merchandise is your dignity and the receipt is proof you got fooled. If you wired money or used a payment app, I've got some tough news. Getting that money back is harder than finding a parking spot at the mall during Christmas. But still try. Call the wire transfer company. Contact the payment app's customer service and file complaints everywhere you can. Sometimes miracles happen, and sometimes companies take pity on scam victims. Step 3, report the scam everywhere you can think of. File a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov. Report it to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. And contact your state attorney general's office. Tell your local police even if they can't do much about it. Why report it if you're not getting your money back? Because your report helps authorities track these criminals and maybe prevent other people from getting scammed. It's like community service, except instead of picking up trash, you're helping catch digital trash. Now, let's talk about building your fortress of financial protection. Think of this as your anti-scam insurance policy. First, set up fraud alerts with all 3 credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. It's free, it takes about 10 minutes, and it means that anyone trying to open new accounts in your name will have to jump through extra hoops. It's like putting a security system on your financial identity. Consider freezing your credit. If you're not planning to apply for new loans or credit cards anytime soon, a credit freeze is like putting your credit report in a vault. Nobody can access it without your permission, including you. It's the nuclear option of identity protection, but sometimes the nuclear option is exactly what you need. Also, monitor your bank accounts and credit card statements like you're a detective investigating your own life. Check them weekly, not monthly. Set up account alerts so you get notified of any transactions over a certain amount. Most banks will text you if someone spends more than $50 on your card, which is great for catching fraud and terrible for hiding impulse purchases from your spouse. And here's something that most people don't think about. Teach your family members everything you just learned. Scammers often target multiple people in the same family because if one person falls for a scam, they assume everyone else just might be as vulnerable. Don't let your family be low-hanging fruit for digital predators. Let me give you the ultimate cheat sheet. The red flags that should make you run faster than someone who just remembered they left the stove on. Red flag number 1, urgency. Anytime someone says you have to act right now, that's exactly when you should slow down. Real emergencies don't have deadlines that expire in the next 10 minutes. Real businesses don't disappear if you don't call them back within an hour. Red flag number 2, secrecy. If someone asks you to keep something secret, ask yourself why. Real businesses want you to tell people about their great services. Real family members don't care if you verify their stories with other family members. Only scammers benefit from secrecy. Red flag number 3, unusual payment methods. Gift cards, wire transfers, cryptocurrency, payment apps to strangers. These are all red flags bigger than the flag that they fly at the Olympics. Real businesses accept real payment methods that offer real protection. Red flag number 4, too good to be true. If something seems too good to be true, it's maybe because it is too good to be true. This isn't cynicism, it's mathematics. Amazing deals that are only available to you right now for a limited time are usually amazing deals that will amazingly separate you from your money. Red flag number 5, pressure tactics. High pressure sales tactics are like high pressure weather systems. They usually mean a storm is coming. Legitimate businesses give you time to think. Scammers try to prevent you from thinking. And here's your emergency contact list. If you think you're being scammed, call someone you trust before you do anything. A friend, a family member, your child, your grandson, a neighbor, anyone whose judgment you respect. Sometimes just explaining the situation out loud to another person is enough to make you realize how crazy it sounds. Remember, the best time to stop a scam is before it even starts. The second best time is right now. So, you just completed a crash course in scam detection that most people will never get. You now know more about spotting fraud than 90% of the population. Use this knowledge, share it with people you care about, and remember, in a world full of scammers, skepticism isn't paranoia, it's financial self-defense. Stay vigilant, stay skeptical, and most importantly, stay wealthy. Because the only good scammer is a broke scammer, and the only good scam victim is someone who didn't fall for the scam in the first place. So, don't get fooled out there because you're smarter than that now.